Big announcement from Gemini. They have released a new free AI SEO model called Gemini Experimental 1206. And this has just come out and it's completely free. Number one, to test it out. And number two, to get the API. Now I'm going to show you exactly how it works. But you can see inside the LM Arena, so the chatbot Arena LLMs leaderboard, which basically breaks down all the models and how they perform. And you can see here that Gemini Experimental is right at the top of the list, right? You got ChatGPT-4O underneath it, Gemini Experimental underneath that, and O1 previews all the way down here. Now, if we keep scrolling down, you can see that Claude 3.5 Sonnet is ranking only number 7. So Gemini Experimental 1206 is absolutely leading the pack. We'll be running through how it works, what's new, and how to use it, plus how to get free access. And also, I'll be showing you how it compares, and I'll be testing it as well to see how it performs in terms of prompting. Now, also, you can see here some of the benchmarks for Gemini Experimental 1206. So this is on livebench.ai. And you can see here that this new Google update, literally it just came out a couple of days ago. You can see in terms of reasoning, it's way up there. In terms of coding, it's actually outperforming O1 Preview. So you got O1 Preview over here. And then you have Gemini Experimental 1206 outperforming it from 63 versus 50.85. It also wins on mathematics and data analysis pretty much head to head there. Language average is about 50, so maybe it's not so good for content writing, but we'll test it out and find out today. And you can see how it's outperforming O1 Preview. And additionally, you can see how it's outperforming Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Now, this is a paid model, but Gemini Experimental 1206, a new update from Google, is completely free. Now, there's two ways to get free access to Gemini 1206. So if we go to direct chat inside lmarena.ai, and then we will select Gemini 1206 from here, you can get free access. The other option is you can go to aistudio.google.com. You can even get a free API key using Gemini. And if you go down the list, you can see all the different models. So you can see, for example, Gemini Experimental 1206. And here you can sort of fine tune the model a bit more. So you've got the temperature, the structured output, code execution, function calling, etc. And these are the two ways to get free access. Now, if you want access to everything that I'm showing you today, including all the video notes, join the AI SEO Success Lab. Just scan the QR code on this video. Otherwise, link in the comments description, and you'll get access to all of this stuff, including 200 ChatGPT prompts, 50 free SEO tools, and my course with the video notes from today. This is all completely free, along with a community of over 2,000 SEOs. So I'm going to show you exactly how this works step by step and how you can use it. So if you just go into the chat over here and then create a new prompt, you select the model, and you can see it actually has a 2 million token limit, which is absolutely wild. Like, that is huge. And, if you just wanted to modify the writing style as well, you can do that inside here. So you can actually edit the writing style. We're going to go back into, so we're going to this prompt right here for content. I want to just take a random keyword, for example, like SEO training Japan. Then I'm going to say content creation, do this, easy to read conversational UK grammar. This is a prompt that I really like to use with Claude and other models. I'm going to test it out and see how it performs inside AI Studio. So let's grab that. So you just plug it in there and then you would hit run like so. And it's pretty fast actually when it's coming back with the response. The content itself looks really nice. You can see how long it takes for each response as well. And it's not bad. It's followed all the instructions. The content itself is pretty long. Like if I look at that, I mean, I can still see it's generating content, but let's have a look how long this article is. That is a long article. It seems to provide much more in-depth responses. Let's see how long the whole thing is. See what we got here. Word counter, 800 words straight off the bat. It reads quite nicely. It's quite humanized, as you can see. Got a nice tone to it. And we really didn't have to brief it much at all, right? What's different about SEO in Japan? It's not just about translating your English content. No, Japanese has its own quirks. The content itself reads really nicely. We've got a good prompt from there. Considering this is free, I'm pretty impressed so far, to be fair. This is probably the best output from Gemini I've seen so far. Considering it's free, not bad at all. Let's just see how it performs with humanization. So we'll grab the content that we got from our prompts. By the way, if you want the video notes from today with the prompts, etc., then just check out the AI SEO Success Lab and you can get free access to all the stuff I'm showing you. And you can see it comes out at like 45% humanized without any sort of humanization prompts. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to test it for humanization. So I'm going to plug this prompt in, which says humanize it so that it's 100% humanized and passes AI detectors. Now, if you use something like ChatGPT-4O, ChatGPT-4O, etc., that prompt works really well for humanizing content. I tested it the other day with ChatGPT-4O, and the content on Zero GPT came out at 100% humanized. But let's see how it's performing on Gemini at 1206. So we'll grab the content like so, and we'll just run this through and detect it, see how it performs. So let's see how it does here. Could be terrible, could not be. Yeah, look at that. I think it's gone up since we put in the humanization prompt. So it's good for writing content. It's not great for humanizing that content if you want to be AI detectors. I know a lot of people care about that. Me personally, I don't really care, but I would use something like ChatGPT-4O Pro to do that instead. So we've tested out the tool for writing content, pretty good. Tested out for bypassing AI detectors, pretty terrible. Now, what we can do is we can take exactly the same prompt that we gave Gemini a second ago, this one right here, and we're going to plug that into Claude and just see how this performs side by side, right? So Claude is obviously a paid model and Gemini is a free model. So if we check the word count from Claude right here, let's see what we got. So we got 355 words back from Claude. That is pretty poor, if I ask you. So Gemini is winning for actually word count. Let's have a look for humanization. Let's have a look for style and writing purposes. So if we look at the content side by side, so what's different about SEO in Japan versus why Japanese SEO hits different? I would say this headline is nicer. It does feel more humanized. If we look at the content itself, I would say it's on par for formatting, but I would say that Gemini gives you a lot more depth in your content. Whereas even though the tone is slightly nicer in Claude, it's, if it's coming back with 300 words, you're going to have to go back and forth with it maybe 2-3 times before you get the output that you want. Now, let's have a look at Claude. And what we'll do is we'll run this through Zero GPT as well and just test it for which one creates the most bypassable content straight off the bat. So let's see what we got. And that comes out at human written. Okay, so if you want to bypass AI detectors, I would still say that Claude 3.5 Sonnet is winning. ChatGPT-4O, ChatGPT-4O Pro, these are much better for bypassing AI detectors. Whereas if you're creating content with Gemini, it creates good content. It's very in-depth. It's very detailed. Word count is great. Style is great. But the actual content itself is AI detectable, which might be something you're worried about. Now, let me show you something else that's pretty cool inside AI Studio. And again, you can get this API key for free with Gemini. So if we grab the API key like so, we're going to take that, copy it. And if we go to my free SEO tools, we can use this for keyword research. So for example, in this tool, we can just plug in an API, select Gemini, plug in our niche, and we have the keywords back for free using the free API from Gemini alongside this keyword research, right? It also clusters the keywords into relevant categories so that you can select the most relevant categories for you or plan out basically a total map using this process along with difficulty scores, total keywords, and estimates on search volume, right? So you can see all the different keyword ideas right here. Pretty cool. Again, what you can also do is use this for finding relevant questions that you could try and rank for as well. So if we plug in the API key from Gemini and then we'll hit SEO into the question finder just to find relevant keywords that we could try and rank for. Again, this is all leveraging the free API key from Gemini and the experimental versions, which is completely free. There you go. You got these tools working, right? And the thing is, if you decided to use Claude here, or you decided to use ChatGPT here, it's going to cost you money, right? Whereas Gemini is free, but it does a really good job on the keyword research, as you can see right here. Just going to delete that API key. So, I mean, from what I've seen, it's pretty impressive, to be fair. Gemini so far is only getting better as well. That's what I would say. Like, this is the worst it's going to be. I think Gemini started off really slow, but it's becoming better. And the fact that you can get free access plus free API, plus you can create content that's longer and more detailed than Claude in one single prompt impresses me, genuinely impresses me. Now, if you want to know about the facts on Gemini 1206 Experimental, so you can see it's got a 2 million token context window, which is surpassing most LLMs. That means you can understand more context, you can give it more training, it's better for complex reasoning. Also, it's got multimodal models. So if you go back to Gemini right here, you can, for example, link this to Google Drive, upload some files, record some audio, take pictures as well, add sample media, etc. And you can also compare models side by side. So if you're like, oh, okay, it's 1.5 actually better than Gemini 1206, you can compare them side by side, which is a super nice feature as well. And on top of that, it's performing very well in the benchmarks, as we talked about today. So LM Arena, Live Bench, Ada, etc. These are all working really well. Now, let's test it out for coding. So I'm going to X off that. We're going to test this out. So I'm going to say now, create a website SEO cost calculator with FAQs on one single page. Make it look beautiful, plus sleek, and then I'll say only HTML plus JS plus CSS. All right, and we'll see how this performs for actually coding. And then if you want to test this out, you can actually go to LiveWeave, for example, and we can take the example tool that we're creating right here and start plugging it into LiveWeave. So let's grab that. So we'll copy that, plug it in here. Then we'll grab the CSS, plug that in down there, and copy the code for the JavaScript as well, and see what we got. So here's the tool, and it actually works like first time off the bat. The FAQs actually work as well, so you can sort of like toggle them off. The design is okay. I would say it's mediocre at best. Honestly, I've created better stuff. See, for example, like it's done the font the same color as the background, which doesn't make any sense. If a developer did that for me, I'd be pretty annoyed. So I don't think it's surpassing Bolt anytime soon in terms of like no-code editing and that sort of thing. But it creates functional websites in a couple of clicks and very little prompting, as you can see right here. If you do want to learn more about no-code editing, how we create websites in one single click, I would recommend my playlist inside the SEO Success Lab for Bolt.new, Windsurf AI, and ChatGPT-4O Pro. All that stuff is super powerful for this. So thanks so much for watching. If you want all the video notes, all the prompts, 200 ChatGPT SEO prompts, 53 AI SEO tools, and my complete course on AI SEO that just expands every single day to help you get the best results possible, plus a community of over 2,000 SEOs inside the ASEO Success Lab. Scan the QR code on this video and you can join instantly for free, or click the link in the comments description. If you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session, feel free to get that link in the comments description. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month and generate thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot. On this free link building acceleration session, we will give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building. We'll answer your questions one-to-one completely for free, plus you'll learn the best link building strategy for your website and how to quickly outrank your competitors in link building based on what's working for us. Plus, we'll show you how we've taken websites and 10x their SEO traffic based on our proven case studies. Feel free to check that out. Link in the comments description. It's completely free. And if you sign up with our SEO agency for 3 months, you get 1 month free. If you sign up for 6 months, you get 2 months free. And if you sign up for 12 months, you will get 4 months free of SEO. So feel free to sign up today and hope to get you onboarded soon. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.